I couldn't end the stream without talking about Batwoman, now could I? Hello everyone, I am still MechaRandom42. This is probably the only video you'll see from this live stream. You can hear it in my voice, we've been yelling, it's one of those streams. I am your favorite, and the original, the one and only, your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy. Huge Batwoman viewer, I guess. I'm not a fan of the show. Nobody's a fan of the show. Clearly, every week we talk about the ratings, and every week they go lower and lower and lower and lower. Also, if you guys do like my content, please share, subscribe, watch all my content, because YouTube is suppressing and ignoring and dismissing channels. And sometimes, because they keep bouncing channels between servers, you have to unsubscribe and resubscribe, and then unclick and re-click the bell notifications, just so you know that we're still here. I do upload every day, but if something does happen to me here,
Due to technical difficulties, please stand by.
I have Twitch, I have Twitter, I have Patreon, I have Subscribestar, and I will begrudgingly use BitChute and probably Rumble and Mumble and every other thing that they have out there. But because I'm talking about Batwoman and I'm not allowed to anymore because she doesn't look like me anymore, right? Are those the Wokibon rules for the day?
Represented by an ancillary character on my favorite TV show.
You know, the wokiest of the wokes. Every day we have a new set of woke rules for the religious, righteous wokey wokes to live by, then they don't bother to tell us. They don't bother to mention to us how we're supposed to do anything or any of that, but they certainly want to weigh in on everything that they think in their little wokey woke outrage groups, even though you know what? I am not superior to anyone. I don't feel like I am better than, and even a show like Batwoman has its moments. It has its cringe. It has its funny moments. It has its woke fails. Where in our most recent episode, if you didn't see my review of it, I'll link it. Bloop. Up there. Batwoman doesn't even get woke right. Even the woke crowds who root for these properties and these shows don't watch it. So much so that we have the lowest of the low ratings that I believe in the show's history. Certainly this season. I mean, it just keeps dropping and dropping and dropping, but it wouldn't be headlines because we're only 2 episodes in. Batwoman's ratings continue to plummet with the latest episode. Batwoman returned for its much-discussed second season a couple of weeks back, and while DC fans praised Javicia Leslie's debut as new heroine Ryan Wilder, audiences unfortunately didn't seem bothered by the CW show's semi-reboot. Ratings dipped to make the premiere one of the least watched episodes so far. And while there was hope that things would pick up next week, now that the figures are in, we can say that it only got worse. Well, we did deal with some current social slogans and catchphrases and little 3-letter mantras that all the corporations like to jump on the bandwagon with right around June, late June, early July last year of 2020. And without naming names, because we're not really getting into it, that's not the message of this. But the message is people don't want to hear political slogans, agendas, jingles, religious indoctrinations, even if you want to look at it that way. They don't want shows to take quote-unquote sides. No matter what side of the fence you might be on, people do not want shows to take sides and to mention these sort of issues, especially when a lot of our entertainment is to get away from it. And when they started infesting things like sports ball and pretty much everything with this constantly, they dipped out, especially with this episode where they dealt with a lot of that. Whether you feel like people need to hear about it or not, sometimes people need the option to choose what they want to see. And sometimes people don't want to hear a message. Sometimes people want to sit there and stare at the squirrel outside their window because, oh, they're cutie chases. Yeah, they're squirrely and they're jumping around playing and they're so cute. Sometimes you just want to stare at squirrels because it's entertaining and it's fun and it gives you a nice feeling and a positive feeling. And you don't want to tune into your entertainment to get this pit in your stomach. You don't want to tune into your entertainment to feel bad or guilty. And it's not up to society to bum everybody out all the time constantly. Sorry, it's not. Sorry, it's not. I know they're probably going to cancel me for it, and they can and they can cry and they can scream all they want. How should we deal with this Ree and Karen that you guys can't see yet? I think we should maybe whip out our cartoon hammer, which is our riding crop. It's a riding crop, isn't it? And just smack the Ree and Karen out of existence, right? We don't care about this stuff. We don't want to watch this. And especially when you flat out tell your viewing audience they need representation on screen or else the show is not for them, what are they going to think? You can't just guilt people into saying, oh, but I'm going to watch it anyway, but it's not for me because I have to sit here and be punished and learn this lesson. What's the solution? I mean, I think without going into too much detail, I'm asking for a way to fix, way to smooth over, way to amend, what's the solution? If people have a solution, definitely let us know and make it known to the world so we can go back to enjoying our popcorn movies, our entertainment, our lives, so we can go back to having fun. Watching squirrels is better than watching the Batwoman show. Watching rodents hop around eating out of the trash can.
Really?
Yeah, I had one of my little chunky squirrels eating trash outside, but they're cute. They're wild animals. What can you do? What can you do with wild animals? You can't control them. You can't control any species for that matter. You really, really can't, because people are going to notice and people are going to wake up and people are going to say enough is enough. Funny. And people are going to stand there and stop taking it. We're going to stand there and say, you know what? You say the show isn't for me, then fine, fuck off. I'm not going to watch it. You're going to say you don't want somebody who looks like me watching your program because you hate me without any sort of solution or what I'm supposed to do about it. Then fine. I'm going to go over and watch squirrels. But Batwoman decided that season 2, episode 2, Prior Criminal History, officially stands as the single least watched installment. You think it would have more. But since we see it so much in everything else, it doesn't stand out. It doesn't make itself known. It is not different than any other thing that is out there. When you're seeing this exact same over and over again in absolutely everything, from sports ball to commercials to your Twitter accounts of your favorite corporations, so much so that there's memes, then what do you expect? People aren't going to watch this thing because it's no more different than anything else. There's no unique redeeming quality of this. This is just another self-insert character just to what? Appease the wokey wokes. In the long tradition of making every social justice character the exact same, by the way, that's just why I say it doesn't stand out. Caught by a mere 621,000 households, down from the premiere of 659. That said, it did receive a slight increase in the 18 to 49 demo. That's because a lot of us on YouTube have that effect of, if we talk about it, some people are going to go look at it just to see how bad it is, just to see if we're making it up, especially if we don't use clips and footage. Did she really blame all of her problems? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Did she really play that? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And if you don't believe me, go watch the episode. It is just free of charge on the CW app. See, that's one of the nice things about CW is they don't charge you for their crap. You just have to sit through a few commercials and ads.
For the best cat litter when kitty poops, go out and get duty scoops.
Monarch Radio now has a list of cancellations, delays, and closures. The U.S. State Department has declared Antarctica a no-go zone due to the recent Godzilla attacks. Tourists are advised to refrain from traveling to the continent. The penguin enclosure is now closed at the Antarctic Zoo, as is the elephant seal petting zoo. Friedtorf Nansen Junior High is closed for today, as are grades K through 4 and PS 158. Research Station Hawley, Concordia, and Outpost 31 are completely destroyed and closed for the day. So all you scientists out there, enjoy your day off. Tonight's hockey game between Science Station Maldonado and Science Station Palmer has been postponed due to a giant footprint-sized hole in the arena. And finally, traffic is backed up on the ice shelf. Expect a 1-hour delay. If you're trying to get to work, plan accordingly. We'll have more updates every hour on the hour. For the latest news and traffic, keep it right here at Monarch Radio.
The bad news continues, though. The season opener had previously reported to have been viewed by 663,000. But updated, the more accurate figure given above has shaved off 4,000. Oh, they even shaved off some. It seems to be logical to assume that the ratings will either remain around this level or continue to drop for the next few weeks. And while the network no doubt won't be pleased with that, changing up the lead one season in is always going to be a big risk. Well, she did improve it a little. The previous lowest episode was season 1's 7th outing, A Narrow Escape, with 634,000 viewers. So that was the 7th episode. I think that was one of the worst ones, too. Well, they're all horrible. They're all horrible. Oh, it isn't one weekend. They didn't proofread their crap. Unfortunately, folks checked out of the show weekend. Wouldn't that be one weekend? Week across its debut year. And it seems the loss of Ruby Rose's Kate Kane has caused even more to lose interest. Oh, no, it's not losing. Believe me, if she was on this would still be dropping. I can guarantee you that the same amount of people, probably even fewer. I think people only tuned in to see what the new Batwoman was like, what the new change-up was going to be, and when we realized it was going to be exactly the same as every other social justice show out there, then we dipped, then we tuned out. Ooh, it's no wonder that the latest word on the series' future points that the CW may be canceling the Gotham set program soon. Oh, really? Who says that? Is it we got this covered? 2 days ago, may likely to be canceled after season 2 or 3. Well, you have to give it a couple of seasons. But here's the thing. First is what they're going to do is they're going to start blaming racist trolls. They're going to start blaming racist trolls and misogynist sexists. That's going to be the first thing they're going to do. They're going to use the color of this woman's skin in their lead as a way to critic-proof and shield this. So this is easily probably going to last a couple more seasons because this is like the Star Trek Discovery syndrome. You cannot cancel a show without the fear of the networks with the whole the social justice crowd. You cancel Black Lesbian Batwoman because all those racist trolls tanked it. Sure, whatever. Here's the thing. I'm surprised it didn't get more people watching just to see if it changed. But I think people are now just using their time more wisely. They don't want to waste energy on this shit. They want to spend time with their families. They want to spend time. This is why I've been doing so many cooking streams here. I want to spend time doing more positive things that don't involve any current anything, that are only, hey, you know what? I like bananas and I like cupcakes. I'm going to make banana cupcakes. And I'll do a stream like that. Or, hey, I like meatballs. I want to make some meatballs and I've never done it before. And I think the world can be a much better place if we all just take a little bit of time to say, you know what, I'm going to focus on one positive thing this week or today, and if you guys do want more positive stuff and have made it this far into the video, definitely check out and check your bells and stuff. I'll be doing more cooking streams and fun streams and gaming streams. We're going to have some fun and avoid a lot of this crap because let's face it, until there's a solution, until there's something that we're allowed to say or allowed to do, there's really no point in giving it a lot of energy. I was going to say any more energy, but there's no point in giving it that much energy. I'll still talk about it from time to time because it is something that because of Batwoman I'll still be watching. I will still have to see. But yeah, I think we're going to be doing a lot more of that stuff. He says check Twitter. Where'd you find it? That's what we did. And this is the image we're going to be using when we do point out that every one of these characters, and Batwoman's missing. Batwoman's missing. Every one of these characters has something in common. I don't see anything very different about any of these characters. I don't really see anything unique. I don't see anything. No, really. They all kind of seem pretty much exactly the same. I mean, from the ones I know specifically from, well, one of them was the original Doctor. One of them was the first Lady Whammon Doctor before Lady Whammon Doctor on Doctor Who. One of them assaulted her captain on Star Trek and was a complete and utter, just rewarded for every bad behavior that she had. The other one from Star Trek, Lieutenant Tendi over there, another overpowered Mary Sue. She was a failure of a character. Her mother was the captain of the ship, so she got away with everything because of that relationship. And I'm pretty sure High Republic characters are going to be exactly the same. Who else do we recognize on here? You've got people like Tell me how these characters are any different from each other. I think one of them is a man, though. I think one of them is a man. And one of them is not a fictional character. So one of these is not a fictional character as well. I think it's the Lady Wham and Doctor. They do all have the same hair. I am going back to my live chat. Don't you guys go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
Oh, you're fine.